I have done dropshipping for the past 4 years and I've done both physical and as well as a digital dropshipping, and in today's video I'm gonna tell you guys what is best for you to get started with, because I have made millions through both of these dropshipping methods, and in today's video I'm gonna clarify what is best for you to get started with. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh guys, my name is Ehsanszz. I am a 20-year-old entrepreneur based here in Dubai, and I've done both digital and physical dropshipping, and in today's video I'm going to tell you guys the pros and cons, what you should really get started with, and which one actually gives you the highest profit and highest margin with the least amount of time. So in today's video I'm gonna dive right into it, inshallah. I want you guys to make sure you watch this video until the end, because I'm gonna point out some critical information about digital dropshipping and as well as physical dropshipping and how you guys can take advantage of it. So my background with dropshipping starts with a sunset lamp. That was my first ever product to sell online and actually make a profit and actually make so much more money. Before that, I believed that dropshipping was a scam and it was almost impossible for someone to actually make money through it. So after making so much money through physical dropshipping, I knew that I had an opportunity in the digital dropshipping, and how I got started with digital dropshipping was so interesting. One of my friends who was actually doing gym memberships and gym coaching had an ebook, and he was selling his ebook for literally 99 dirhams, which is around $30. So as soon as I saw the opportunity of getting into digital dropshipping with this much ease, the fact that I have a friend, he has an ebook and I can already sell it online without shipping it, I knew that was time to get started. So all I had to do was literally create a brand new campaign in my same advertising account, but for a digital product, which was the ebook. So we went ahead and optimized the website for all of the people that are coming, whether they know him from Instagram or they don't, they come, see the transformation and buy the ebook. Now the only thing that I did was start a campaign, let it run for 2-3 days, and we were already seeing orders come in for 400 dirhams for one ebook, which is around $120. Now the best part was the fulfillment. All we had to do is literally go to the customer's email, attach the PDF and tell them thank you for your purchase, because at that time we still did not automate the whole thing, so we were sending out the PDF manually. So after scaling, we thought of the idea of actually doing it all automatically. So as soon as someone purchases, their welcome email should have the PDF included, so we don't have to do it manually. And that's exactly what we did, and we even scaled harder. So now you guys might be thinking, is physical dropshipping better or digital dropshipping, and which one you should get started with? And right now I'm gonna answer it to you guys. I'm gonna be comparing the most important aspects in dropshipping, and then you guys can choose whether you're good at physical dropshipping or you're good at digital dropshipping. So getting started with the most important thing in dropshipping, which is actually finding a winning product / service. Now you guys might already know this, but in normal dropshipping, to find a winning product, you have to scroll through TikTok, you have to use some hashtags, or you even have to use some spy tools. And that's exactly how you find a winning physical dropshipping product. But when it comes to digital dropshipping, it's quite different and it's quite much more simpler. In digital dropshipping, you don't really have crazy options. You have options that you can kind of touch. For example, when it comes to digital dropshipping, are you gonna sell your own service or you're gonna be the middleman for a different service? If you were to create your own service, for example, an ebook, a course, or whatever, you already know that you're gonna have the highest margin. But if you were to be a middleman, a reseller, you probably would make 50 or even 30% of the amount. Now that was exactly the case with me, because I started selling my friend's ebook. I was actually only making 30% of the revenue instead of the 100%, because the ebook was my friend's and I was just helping him sell it more. But if I had my own ebook for fitness or whatever, I could have made 100% of the margin for myself. So the number one thing is actually the product / service. In physical dropshipping, you don't really need to create your own product. Every single one of the product is available on AliExpress and Alibaba, and it's super easy for you to actually resell it. And the most important thing, there is no such thing as copyright. But when it comes to digital dropshipping, you do have copyrights. For example, you cannot just buy a book and sell it for free to other people on a lower price, because you could get into a huge lawsuit and then you have to persuade the lawsuit with almost no money, which is going to be very hard for you. The second thing about the service in digital dropshipping would be, are you going to create your own service or not? If you were to create your own service, you already know it's going to take you probably a month or even up to 6 or even up to 1 year for you to completely build your own service. For example, a course about trading, a course about dropshipping, it takes you a long time to actually build it, edit it, and actually put it out there. But if you were to be a middleman for a service and get an agreement for being the reseller of that thing, then you're good to go and you can actually get started. And that's exactly what I would suggest you guys. If you're just getting started in digital dropshipping, you would have to sell someone else's product, because at the start, you don't really have the capacity to go over all of these things and actually create your own product, which will take you a long time. So just to touch the water, I think it's best to sell someone else's product and actually get an affiliate commission out of it. The second thing is investment, and in my opinion there isn't much difference between these two. In digital dropshipping, all you have to do is literally pay for the expenses of the advertisement, and in physical dropshipping all you have to do is pay for advertisement as well as the product, but again that's already paid by the customer, so I don't think so you're gonna go over it. Which gets me to the third point, which is actually, now you guys might already get an idea, but in digital dropshipping you do not have to fulfill any of the products physically or actually ship out anything physical. So if you weren't to ship out anything to the customer, you're actually saving the fulfillment cost as well as the product cost, and you're actually making so much more margins on top rather than a physical dropshipping, because in physical dropshipping you have to cover up the fulfillment cost as well as the delivery as well as the product cost, which if you combine all of these three, it comes 30 to 50% of your margins, which is really high. So if you were to compare the margins between the physical dropshipping as well as the digital dropshipping would win every single time, because it does not have the cost of fulfillment, product and delivery. So now that you guys have a good comparison between digital dropshipping as well as a physical dropshipping, what is the best product to actually get started with digital dropshipping? In my opinion, the best products to actually get started with digital dropshipping is products that you think could actually go viral at the current moment, and products that are actually in demand at the moment. And one of those services that is really at the highest demand right now is money making methods. That is exactly why AT, Imangaji, Luke Belmore are printing cash, because they are providing a money making service. And that's exactly what I'm doing with my e-learning program, where I teach people how to get started with dropshipping. Now of course that service is completely mine. I've built out everything from scratch and I own 100% shares in the company. So that puts me at a really comfortable position to own 100% of my own company and not be a reseller for any other service. So I would tell you guys the top 3 products to actually get started selling with digital products right now would be: number 1, courses. Whatever course you can either be a middleman for, or any other course that you can build by yourself if you have the skill set or years of experience with. That would be in the number 1 category, and that's what I would suggest you guys. Number 2 would becoming a reseller or an affiliate for any of these courses like AT, Imangaji or whatever. If you know you can be an affiliate for one of these courses and promote it to extra people and make money for yourself just to gain the experience, go ahead and do it. And number 3 would be gem, anything that has to do with weight loss, gaining weight, any kind of ebook that you can start selling around that. It would do amazing, especially with anything that has to do with health, gym, losing or gaining weight. Now that's the top 3 digital product services that you can get started selling right now. So yeah, I hope this video clarified all of your questions regarding digital versus physical dropshipping. And I hope you guys can get started with one of these two and actually start your own journey in dropshipping and actually make money through it, inshallah. Of course, if you guys have questions about it being haram or halal, make sure you guys ask a proper mufti, scholar or whatever to make sure that your answers are verified. And yeah, I'll be creating a full tutorial about digital dropshipping and how you guys can get started with it in 2024. So if you guys would like to see that, make sure to drop a like, and can we get 100 likes on this video? Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.